Hello everyone, this is Jack Frost with a short update for the US dollar index. Before we get into it, I want to say that I am currently doing Euro 4 times a week, where Jordan Marshall does a video for it at the end of each week. If you're interested in that, you can check it out using the link in the description below on pureelliottwave.com. Overall price has continued to decline for the short and midterm as the main Elliott Wave count expects. Elliott Wave first, technical analysis last. On the main monthly chart, we can see the end of cycle wave A over here, with cycle wave B moving price up as a double zigzag, and now cycle wave C pulling price lower, currently expected to be within primary wave C. The larger structure for this Elliott Wave count is a contracting or barrier triangle, depending on how it unfolds. Cycle wave B may be complete here, with cycle wave C now pulling price lower from this high in September 2022. If price does increase above the end of primary wave B, then it will be labeled incomplete, and at that point it cannot move above the start of primary wave A at 114.78. If price does move above this point, then cycle wave B will be labeled incomplete.
If you're trading currencies, you're probably trading the euro-dollar currency pair. Have you been able to get this fall in price? Were you able to get this rise in price? Our analysis accurately predicted these two trends. I'm Lara Idiarati, Chartered Market Technician. I oversee the wave count and the analysis. Jack Frost provides the written write-up Monday to Thursday, and Jordan Marshall provides the video on Friday, both of them with my oversight. Let's look at how we managed this change in July 2023 and then this change in October 2023. This was our weekly chart that we published for our membership on the 4th of August 2023. At this point, we said we expected downward movement, we had a target range, and our structure was an expanded flat for a big second wave correction. So if you had had our analysis on this date, our main wave count would have been telling you we expect quite a fall in price over several weeks, and that is exactly what happened. And on the 12th of October, really close to the actual low, was when we said, okay, this downward movement has finished, we now expect a third wave up to be in its very early stages. If you had had our analysis on the 12th of October, you would have been able to take advantage of some very good subsequent upward movements. And so if you're trading this currency pair, you could certainly do with our analysis keeping you on the right side of the trend. We provide an end of week video with fully annotated charts, a full write-up, supported with classic technical analysis. And for those of you who are not comfortable with a lot of Elliott Wave detail, we provide a clear summary of exactly what we expect at the top of every day's analysis. Don't miss out on future profits for euro-dollar. Subscribe today.
On the weekly chart, we can see more detail for the end of cycle wave B and more detail for the current downwards movement labeled the beginning of cycle wave C. An Elliott channel is drawn around the current primary degree movements using Elliott's first technique from the start of primary wave A to the end of primary wave B, with a copy on the end of primary wave A. Primary wave C may find support at the lower edge of this Elliott channel. Primary wave C also having a target calculated at 84.7, the 1.618 Fibonacci ratio of primary wave A. And eventually a break above this Elliott channel will add confidence that cycle wave C and primary wave C are complete, and cycle wave D to pull price higher. On the daily chart, we can see more detail for the downwards movement labeled minor wave 1 with an intermediate wave 1 of primary wave C. Within minor wave 1, minute wave 5 is expected to pull price a little bit lower with a target calculated at 9.7, the 1.618 Fibonacci ratio of minute wave 3. One of our maxims is to always assume that the trend remains the same until proven otherwise, so we currently expect more downwards movement for the end of minute wave 5. A best fit channel is drawn around minute wave 5, where a full green candlestick above and not touching will add confidence to minor wave 5 and minor wave 1 being complete, and minor wave 2 to pull price higher. Additionally, an Elliott channel is drawn around the current minute degree movements using Elliott's first technique from the end of minute wave 1 to the end of minute wave 3, with a copy on the end of minute wave 2. Minute wave 5 has found support at the lower edge of this channel, though it may continue slightly lower, and a break above this channel will add confidence to minute wave 5 and minor wave 1 being complete. When minor wave 2 does arrive, it cannot move above the start of minor wave 1 at 107.35. On the monthly alternate chart, this current upwards movement is labeled the end of supercycle wave X within a double combination. whereas the main monthly chart sees the current upwards movement as cycle wave B within a larger contracting or barrier triangle. A point below 70.69 will add confirmation to this wave count, as it is the end of cycle wave A on the main monthly chart, and a low below this point on the main monthly chart will see cycle wave C moving lower than cycle wave A, meaning that the structure for those cycle degrees will be an expanding triangle, which is very uncommon. An Elliott channel is drawn around the cycle degree movements within supercycle wave X, using Elliott's first technique from the beginning of cycle wave A to the end of cycle wave B, with a copy on the end of cycle wave A. A break below this channel will add confidence to this wave count, seeing supercycle wave X complete at this high on September 2022, and price moving lower for cycle wave A within supercycle wave Y. On the technical monthly chart, price moves in a consolidation area between resistance at 107 and support at 101, currently finding support at 101. ADX currently declines, showing no clear trend, and has declined from the high on September 2022. RSI declines, stochastics is neutral and declining, having just failed to enter oversold, where price found support here with a bullish lower wick. Price may continue to hover, potentially moving towards support at 90. On the technical weekly chart, price declines after finding resistance at 107, moving towards support at 100. ADX increases with a bearish trend that is not yet extreme. This gives a strong signal as it increases from a low point, though not the strongest signal, as it increases from above the positive DX line and below the negative DX line. RSI is neutral and stochastics is oversold, with ATR overall declining with price. And on the technical daily chart, price continues to decline after finding resistance at 104.25. This bearish trend has reached extreme, where price found support at 100. And while the trend is indicated as extreme, RSI has not reached overbought, remaining neutral, and there is no bullish divergence. A corrective movement may occur soon to relieve these extreme conditions for ADX. That's all for me with your little update for the dollar index. Remember that there is a link in the description below for the euro analysis. I hope everyone has a good weekend.